All right, now let's get to Vince McMahon. When was the first time you met him? What was that experience like for you?
Terrifying. You know, when I mentioned that I came from Scotland, I was straight on WWE television. I mean, I was there within 3 weeks. So if you can imagine myself, my dreams to be in WWE. I've been wrestling professionally since I was 15 years old, but it was a part-time job because I was in school the whole time. I got my degree at university in criminology at 21. I was basically at uni, and within 6 weeks, I was part of WWE. I was on the road. I was sitting in catering, just wondering what was going on. I was like, there's The Undertaker, who I've watched my entire life. There's Triple H, who I've watched my entire life. This is crazy. I'm part of this roster. Be cool, Drew. And Vince McMahon just sits himself down right in front of me, asks me how I was doing. And in my head, I'm like, oh, my God, that's Vince McMahon. Don't say anything stupid. So we have a kind of casual conversation that lasts probably about a minute, tells me good luck, walks off. And all I think to myself is, this is 13 years ago. Oh, my God, my accent was so thick back then. I mumble still to this day. He didn't understand a word I just said to him. I just ruined it all. My first conversation with Vince McMahon. So that's basically what I thought after our first conversation. I ruined it all. Your accent's too thick. He didn't understand a word you said.
Oh, it's all worked out. What was it like to be in the home of the Super Bowl this year, just a few months ago on WrestleMania? We're watching some of your action. What was that like for you?
That was unbelievable. I mean, it was a point of the show, and I'm sure if you were following it with the weather, that we thought for a second it might not go ahead. And if you've followed my career, read the book, my first ever world title match was last year at WrestleMania, where we had the worldwide pandemic. We put the show on in front of nobody, gave everyone escape during those difficult times. I won the WWE title from Brock Lesnar. Fast forward a year later, we've got the fans back. I'm once again fighting for the title. We're going to redo in my American hometown. Nothing can go wrong. And then suddenly the ratings coming down like crazy. We're evacuating fans in and out of the building. We do the national anthem at the beginning with the whole roster on the stage. I get to the back first. I'm ready for the first match. I'm with the first guy that walks out in front of the fans for the first time in 1 year, 1 month, and 1 day. And I get told, Drew, there's going to be a 40-minute delay. I said, what do you mean there's going to be a 40-minute delay? So we have to buy time for the weather. So there was a lot of emotions going through me. Number one being, am I jinxed? The past 2 years I've been fighting for the title. And suddenly we've got a worldwide pandemic, we've got this weather delay. Whatever, we got through it, and I was the first person to walk out in front of that crowd, and they had been saving up that reaction for an entire year. Like, it was unbelievable to see them live in person, to hear them just scream and cheer like crazy as I come out there. I literally almost started crying. I'm not. In fact, I'm proud to admit, I don't care. I miss the fans. Like, I almost had tears coming down my face to see them live back in that building. And for people across the world watching the show in that moment, I'm hoping they felt like, that's it, we're getting so close to being back to normal again. Look at that crowd at WrestleMania.
Hey, look, athletes want to entertain, you know what I mean? And so when it comes down to it, you want a crowd. You want to feed off it. Yeah, of course you want the fans there. I don't blame you for getting emotional. I get emotional and I'm just calling the event. You know what I mean? So it's just, I hear you, Drew. Good on you.
Yeah, that's such a big part of our show in WWE as well. Like, they're our number one superstar. They create that unique atmosphere you get in WWE. They're so loud, so passionate, so interactive. They can dictate the flow of a show and change the flow of the show by their reactions, and not having them there has been very difficult. To have them back was just a reminder of how important they are to us as WWE superstars.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.